I hope you guys are in the mood for a victory, something that can be taken nationwide. This is a very big deal, and it's breaking as of about an hour ago, and I cannot wait to show you the follow-up outcome to something we covered this weekend. This is going to be big. Make sure you send this one out and watch this entire video. Now, of course, everything will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we'd love to have you along for the ride for things just like this. Now, this weekend, we covered something that was coming out of Colorado, and at the moment, it was just a local state fight. Well, basically, the idea was there was a law that was going into effect on Monday. It was 18 through 20-year-olds could no longer buy a gun if you were under 21 at all, handgun or long gun, in the state of Colorado. Now, this is important because it was going into effect August 7th. It was pending a judge's decision for a TRO that was from a lawsuit that was pending. He didn't decide even by Sunday. Well, wait until I show you what just happened on Monday. The very day it was supposed to take effect, it got the old Heisman. This is amazing. Check this out and spread this. This is great news because it can go national. Colorado's new gun law took effect and was then blocked by a judge on the same day. Like I said, this is about an hour ago. This is something we've been following, and this is exciting news. Starting Monday, a new state law in Colorado was expected to raise the purchase age for all firearm purchases to 21. Hours after it was supposed to go into effect, U.S. District Court Chief Judge Philip A. Brimmer blocked it with a preliminary injunction in a lawsuit. Now, this is important because this fight that we've been having around 18 to 20-year-olds and having their rights and not having their rights, this is something we've been seeing pop up in different districts nationally. We've seen some in Florida. We've seen some in Virginia. We've seen some in some other areas. But this is massive because there's an actual preliminary injunction now in effect in Colorado. What's the one thing on this channel that I'm consistently talking about with you guys? Every time they push, they run the risk of getting shut down, which can filter across the rest of their gun control tapestry, if you will, across the nation. You saw this exact same thing with the concealed carry licensure schemes when New York fell underneath the Bruen decision. This is how we beat them. They have to push too far, and then we pull it right back because they're unconstitutional. But enough of that. Let's keep going because this is some exciting stuff. The nonprofit Rocky Mountain Gun Owners had sued Governor Jared Polis to stop the new law, which Polis signed back in April. Two other plaintiffs, Tate Musgrove and Adriana Pineda, said they wanted to buy guns for self-defense in their homes but would be blocked by the new law. The injunction will remain in place while the case proceeds, meaning people 18 and over can continue to buy all firearms in Colorado. The judge wrote that the new state law, quote, likely causes a violation of the individual plaintiff's individual constitutional rights, resulting in irreparable injury. Now, this is massive, and the reason that it's so massive is because, again, nationally, you have multiple states which do the exact same thing. The reason this is so key is this has the potential to filter down all the while. It's not enforceable as they move forward. Now, let's keep going. And I'm sorry for the noise if you can hear that. I've got my neighbor building a pool, so I can't stop it. So bear with me. The ruling shows that the U.S. Supreme Court's Bruen ruling last summer may cast a long shadow over Colorado Democrats' gun reform efforts. In Bruen, the High Court ruled that the government must prove there is a historical precedent for their new proposals. Again, this is something that we've talked about consistently. The Bruen decision, although it's taking time, is destroying gun control step by step by step. This is a big deal. And this right here, with 18 to 20-year-olds, this has potential to also end up in SCOTUS, just like their ghost gun legislation, or frames and receivers, or pistol brace. This is something that we need to see. Now, the Polis administration, this is the Democratic governor, argued that there is in fact a long-standing history of placing age restrictions on firearm purchases. The administration cited English common law, probably from the 1600s, which did not historically grant full contractual rights to people under 21, as well as founding-era rules and laws about gun possession by college students and people who refuse to swear allegiance to the United States. Oh, man, they are scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't they? By the way, I'd love to hear them use this exact same argument for non-contractual adults under 21 for voting. Yeah, you won't hear them do that, will you? Anyway. The Polis administration also cited laws passed in the 1800s, including in Kentucky and Alabama, to limit the sales of pistols to minors, as well as more widespread laws enacted by the states by the early 1900s. The only problem is 18 years old, you are a legal adult, you're not a minor. That's kind of dumb. And this is the last piece. This is the judge, what they said. This is good stuff. But Judge Bremer, who was nominated by President George W. Bush to the bench in 2008, found that the governor had, quote, failed to point to any evidence during the founding era that a total prohibition on the sale of firearms to minors was consistent with the right to bear arms, in that he had failed to meet his burden to demonstrate that SB 23-169 is consistent with the nation's historical tradition of firearms regulation. Bruin decision. Would you like some more? How about some dessert? Let's keep going. Rocky Mountain gun owners said the ruling was just the beginning of its campaign against recent Colorado gun laws. Now, this is a really massive occurrence. The reason why is it's blocked from being enforceable, just like the ATF doesn't want their ghost gun law enforced or blocked from being enforced while they litigate the entire thing. This is a massive L for gun controllers, not just in Colorado, but when this gets used as precedent across the rest of the nation, this is a big deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.